Buen dia. Hi guys, Sarah Lingadish here once again. This is the Weekend Feels Energy Report from Madeira with Love. How are you guys doing? This has been quite an intense time. I'm sure you've been going through all kinds of things because we are really in the thick of major change and transformation. And our journey into 2020 continues with another intense week. Chantana! Every week seems to be quite intense. And it continues on because we are in the thick of our process of transformation. We are in the cocoon. We are that diamond being pressurized into a diamond. So it's not comfortable necessarily. It can be very frustrating. There's a lot happening this week in particular, as every week seems to be energetically and astrologically intense. So what exactly is going on? Well, right off the bat, we are in Virgo season. And Virgo season, also Mercury, planet of communications in Virgo. Virgo season is here to assist us to clean up ourselves. It's time to look at what doesn't work. Virgo sees dirt, sees crap, and cleans it up. So we're really being asked to clean up ourselves right now, first and foremost. So, and once we get into that purifying, cleaning, organizing, getting rid of crap, and we're really still in a completion cycle. We are building, the moon is building now to a pretty potent, powerful full moon in Pisces this next week, September 1st into September 2nd. And this full moon is again another powerhouse full moon, truly. And we are still completing major cycles. We are ending a lot all at once, and it can be somewhat overwhelming. But what we're doing is clearing space. We are in the process of really owning our value, really looking at ourselves, and really stepping into our power and stepping forward into the life that we desire. But in order to open those doors into our brilliant and beautiful future, we need to close old ones. Particularly at this moment, Mercury in Virgo has been squaring the nodes of the moon this week, which are the nodes of our destiny and our past karma. Okay, so the South Node is in Sagittarius, which is a lot about beliefs, our belief systems. So we've had a tension point where we need to examine what beliefs no longer serve us, and we need to get rid of those limiting beliefs or those really rigid, stuck, think you know it all beliefs that are really standing in the way. Because let's be honest, we're not the same people we were even 6 months ago. Things have radically shifted and changed in our internal and external worlds, and it's time to clear out that old stuff that doesn't work. Sagittarius is travel, international travel, expansion. So we need to really let go of this idea of going somewhere to feel better so that we can have this beautiful life on a beach or have some kind of vacation from our strained reality. The North Node is in Gemini, and Gemini wants us to be present in this moment, in our immediate environment. So right now we're really focusing on getting perspective on what we actually do believe now, because let's face it, there's a lot of beliefs that no longer serve us, that are limiting us, and we are in expansion. We are in a growth period, so we cannot hold on to what no longer serves us. Okay, where to begin? Again, well, continuing on, we have this quite tense aspect between Mars in Aries, very powerfully in his home sign, the war god, the war sign of the warrior, squaring Saturn in Capricorn. So this tension, we've been feeling a lot of tension since the beginning of 2020, and it will continue into 2021. We're getting a lot of tension between our Capricorn and our Aries aspects of life. So wherever you have that in your chart, there's a real tension, point of limitation, frustration. And because it's Mars strong in the warrior sign, this is our drive, our desires, our passion, our anger, our aggression. So we're being blocked by Capricorn, and Capricorn can really be oppressive. Capricorn, Saturn and Capricorn can bring up fears, can really get us blocked in our fears, can really get us blocked in a rigid way. But the lesson of Saturn and being a Capricorn is to build our structures so that we have the right structures to move forward with our Mars, passion, drive, energy. So this tension point you may be feeling in your life: stress, limitation, delays, blocks. It's like we want to move forward and we're somehow blocked. We're blocked because we're transforming. We're blocked because we need to transform the structures of our life. We need to examine what no longer serves us so that we can move forward. Okay? Mars is slowing down because Mars will go retrograde on September 9th. And when planets slow down, they are more powerful. So Mars is potent right now. Saturn and Capricorn's already in retrograde. So this is really reviewing of the structures, the way we will build our future empire in our lives. And Saturn and Capricorn in retrograde is pushing us to take back our power. Combined with this tension point, we need to take back our power. We are our own warriors. And we need to understand where we're losing power and what are we doing that's not effectively working for our lives. Okay? So this is quite a point of tension. And guys, this weekend, it seems to be every weekend there's some kind of radical aspects in the sky. But this weekend, again, another powerhouse weekend because we have the moon going through Capricorn. So not only do we have these three heavyweight planets in Capricorn retrograding, you guys already know this, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, planets of heavy change and heavy pressure, subconscious, power control, expansion of all those things. Then we have the moon that will be going on over, touching all of them on its way to a full moon in Pisces. I don't even think I can get into the full moon this day because there's so much to talk about. I think I might do a special on the full moon before the full moon actually happens. So guys, this Capricorn moon is just going to make all these themes, Capricorn themes, even more intensified this weekend. So Jupiter, the expansion of everything, Pluto, the underworld, power and control, and Saturn, limitations, rules, and rebuilding of structures, okay? So not only do we have all those heavyweights with that square to Mars, then we have an incredible moment of uncomfortable tension. Venus is in Cancer. And Venus is having a hard time in Cancer because Venus in Cancer just wants to feel good, just wants to feel comfortable, just wants to feel at home, wants to feel safe, secure. So Venus is coming into an exact opposition to Saturn. Sorry, first Pluto just has been opposition to Jupiter, but this weekend, Sunday exact, goes opposite to Pluto. Okay, so we've got tension between our feminine and our Venusian areas of life against Pluto, the underworld, power and control, the subconscious, the shadow. So you can imagine that this is going to cause quite a lot of tension and there's going to be quite a lot revealed this weekend. Venus in opposition to these three heavyweight planets is very uncomfortable. Venus is going through a radical change. Venus represents our relationships, the way we give and receive love, finances, self-value, self-worth. So guys, this is a serious revision of relationships, of relating. And you know what? This weekend, there may be some things revealed. Power control dynamics, imbalances of power and control in relationships of any kind are going to be coming out this weekend. They're coming up so we can review and we can release, because we're building to a full moon, which is a massive releasing point. Okay? So this weekend is pretty serious in terms of making choices and understanding what is really going on. Okay? Again, with this Venus opposite Saturn, Saturn's limitations, so we could feel blocked, we could feel frustrated, we could feel sad, anxious about relating. But here's the thing, relationships are in a massive review. We are collectively changing the way we relate. And we are letting go of a cycle of very karmic relating patterns. And what is becoming more and more clear is you can't just be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. There has to be substance. It has to be aligned with your truth. Because if it's not aligned with your truth, there will be limitations, blocks. It's not going to work. And what's important for us is to own respect. Own what kind of way we want to be respected and valued in relationship. And also to do with our relationship with money. How are we going to respect ourselves in the way that we receive money, the way we make money? So we really need to let go of what no longer serves us. And more than that, we really need to be honest with ourselves about where we keep being disappointed. And although we want to make everything okay and make everything better, because we're in Virgo, we want things to work, we won't be able to make things work that don't work. If the foundations are skewed, the sand castles are going to crumble. So it's really important moment of examining the way we relate, especially with ourselves. This is a massive moment of examining how we value and respect ourselves. The way that we treat ourselves, value ourselves, is the way that other people treat and value us. Okay, so this is really a time of focusing on self-love, self-care, really taking care of yourself and letting go. We need to let go and make room, because we are moving into a brilliant future. We are evolving, we are changing in a massive way right now. And we cannot take what no longer serves us into the future. We need to move forward with space for the new to arrive. Okay? Yeah, this weekend potentially we're having power imbalances, pressure. Where you're holding on too tightly, where are you attached and not giving yourself and expecting it from someone else? All these fun things are coming up. This is a huge moment, a test. We are being tested in an extreme way, okay? However, we have a beautiful grand earth trine happening this week, which is here to support our preparation and building our foundations and structure for our beautiful life. Okay, this is building, this is looking towards the future. This is where are we headed? So in this grand trine, we have Jupiter in Capricorn, expansion, trining to Uranus in Taurus, trining to Mercury in Virgo. Okay, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo areas of life are all working together in a grand trine. And all of these things working together is building structures for your future. So we do have this beautiful support, earth support. So tapping into the earth, tapping into grounding. And now's a time of really preparing for the future. This is going to take a while. Everything is quite slow right now. But this grand earth trine is giving us support and encouraging us to make steps, getting organized, working, putting everything together, getting our head in order about our future, and or not even our future, but how we want to live and be present in our lives. So we have this beautiful earth support. You could be feeling this, a lot of you have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, opposite of Capricorn. At the same time, we have challenge Mercury in Virgo, challenge opposition with Neptune in Pisces, okay? Exact, this Sunday. So what does this mean? This means confusion. This means mental confusion. This could mean particularly in relationships and communication. So, you know, this weekend, it could be Sunday into Monday, could be a bit of a confusing time to make specific decisions. Okay, so just take some time with a grain of salt to understand that we are changing our relating dynamics, but if we haven't made a decision by Sunday, we might need to hold off on making a decision, because this is a time of rebuilding, restructuring, releasing. So just know, maybe the end of the weekend going into the full moon, we could be a bit confused, okay? Neptune in Pisces is very strong. It's in its home sign. And also Mercury in Virgo, Mercury rules Virgo, so it's very strong. The intellect, the mind is very strong. So let's remember to take our mind with a grain of salt and our communications with a grain of salt, okay? What else? Yeah, we are working towards clarity. It is a slow process. There's so much happening. It is overwhelming. I know this is really a challenging time, but the more honest, the more time you can take for yourself, the better. Today, guys, I pulled Ace of Cups reversed, which is the card of self-love. It's all about giving yourself what you need right now. This is a massive moment of self-transformation. We are all going through everything all at once. So just remember to give yourself what you need. Tap into yourself. Another thing about this Neptune energy, I'm just remembering now, this is an incredible moment of tapping into our creative selves, our higher realm selves. Again, this weekend is a brilliant time for pleasures in art, indulging in creativity, in spirituality, meditation, yoga, whatever makes you feel or connects you to the higher realms, to the imagination. That's one way to survive this crazy time. High Priestess is saying exactly that. It's time to really listen to your intuition. It's time to get really in touch with your higher self. Give yourself some time to listen to what you really need, what you really feel like. Listen to your divine wisdom and knowledge. You have the answers. You just have to take a moment potentially to be able to hear what's coming up. Guys, Nine of Swords reversed. Anxieties, fears, beliefs really can be paranoia. And with all this Pluto energy happening, and Capricorn, low Capricorn energy can be an obsession with power. Low Pluto energy can be obsessions, paranoias. So just remember that this is a heightened mental moment of uncomfortable feelings, shadow, subconscious. We are clearing, still doing our shadow work. So remember, when you're in that mental hurricane, it's one of the ugliest cards in the divine, what is this deck called? The Wild Unknown Tarot deck. It's really the ugliest card, I would say, because it's really shows that that mental soup, that chaos that's so disturbing. But just remember, it's a loop, and it's not necessarily real. And if you feel really stuck in a mental negative state, whatever you can do to come back to the present moment that makes you feel good could help you get out of a potentially downward spiral. There is the potential for sadness, okay? We are releasing. Releasing can be sad. We are letting go of our past. We're letting go of beliefs. We're letting go of a lot because we need to make space for the new. But the beautiful message of this card, Sorrow, from the Ocho deck, is that great sorrow, moments of great sorrow, are moments of great transformation. And remember, sorrow and sadness is not actually to make you suffer, not to make you miserable. It's to make you aware. And when you're aware, you're able to transform. Okay, so guys, another mad weekend. I'm wishing you the very best. I think I will do a special for the full moon next week because, again, it's super powerful, super potent. We're going to get into some mutable energy, changeable. We're going to get into the Virgo Pisces axis, the axis of service, the axis of healing, the axis of practical and imagination and magic and expansion and dreaming and gorgeous energy. Guys, I'm wishing you the very best. Please take very good care of yourselves. Once again, send me a private message if you're interested in a natal chart reading. I'll see you next week. Or I'll see you soon, okay? Beijinhos, fica muito bem. Tchau.